Today marks the start of a new you and a new series. Here's the deal. You will be the healthiest, happiest, hottest version of you by April 1st of 2025. This 90-day glow up challenge series is going to provide you with one glow up guide every single week that you can follow, along with checklists, hot girl action steps, so you can be the best version of you in 90 days. Okay girl, today we are starting off strong, and the episode is all about how you can get a snatched waist in 90 days, or whatever your weight loss goal is, your workout routine is, whether that is to lose weight or to build a muscle. We're gonna help you solve that in this video. Chapter number 1, reaching your hot girl health and fitness goals. This first step might seem so stupid, but it is so essential, especially as we're entering into a new year, okay? Clean out your fridge. When's the last time you did a deep clean? I know it's disgusting. There's probably some expired stuff in there. Girl, get that ish sorted. You know yourself, okay? So instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna ditch that bad habit, which is way harder to do, instead, know your limits, play within it, okay? I want you to go and meal prep healthy snacks that you actually will eat that are a variety of different cravings, okay? So something sweet, like meal prep and wash and cut your fruit. Then something more savory, like maybe hummus and pretzels and carrot sticks. I don't know, I don't care. Know yourself, everybody is different. The premise is to have something you could usually reach for that you can see, so it's easy, your brain instantly registers it, and have that available at all times. Now, do not forget the protein. If you are working hard at the gym, you need to be eating a good amount of protein for those results to really show up on you. And if you are not, and you're just eating vegetables, you're eating soup, you're neglecting your body, okay? All of those gains you are missing out on. But one thing that's very important, you're going to go and slip up, okay? You're going to go and want to reach for the sugar. You're going to want to go out and have McDonald's once in a while. And I don't think it's healthy to not allow yourself to do that, to feel like crap overdoing that and say, oh, I'll never be like the healthy it girls. I should might as well just give up. No, don't beat yourself up over it. Don't feel bad about it. Don't hate your body over it, okay? You are young. You are enjoying food. Food is meant to be enjoyed, okay? That is fine. Your mission of this whole glow up rebrand is not think, how can I count my calories and eat the least amount as possible so I can be super skinny? No, that is not going to do you any good. You are not going to glow up like that. You want to be hot, you want to be healthy, you need to be happy, okay? And if going and enjoying your sweets once in a while makes you happy, do that, okay? If you are miserable, if you are counting every single calorie, feeling like crap about yourself, that is not the most grown up version of you. You might not realize it because you get so hyper focused, and trigger warning, about trying to modify your body into be whatever that in your mind you think is the perfect body. But I hate to break it to you, there's no such thing as the perfect body. And the more you focus on that and you obsess about that and you hate yourself over that, you're never going to be satisfied. Instead, focus on loving yourself right now as you are, healing yourself. And instead of trying to do this to be a certain way, do it to be healthy. Get addicted to the progress, not necessarily the results. Which leads us into chapter number 2, understanding your triggers and giving yourself grace and making healthy habit swaps in order to reach your fitness goals. Girl, like I always say in the podcast, you need to know yourself to grow yourself. What are your triggers? Do you eat a lot late at night? Are you a sugar gal and you need to eat sugar after every meal to feel full? Are you a little bit of a drinker? What is your vice? Now I want you to stop and really think, okay, whenever I feel the need to do this unhealthy habit, what is the trigger? What is the action associated with that? Is it I sit down, I watch TV, my brain goes, I want to snack? Or are you doing something that leads you to being triggered and making unhealthy decisions? For instance, do you neglect your body, skip breakfast, skip snacking, don't even really have a lunch, and then all of a sudden at 4 o'clock you are so starving that you can't even stop and think, oh, I should probably make good choices, because you've already made terrible choices by not eating all day. So you go, you reach for the most easiest, convenient, unhealthiest thing possible and eat that in grand amounts. At this point, the biggest thing you can do for your weight loss, your health, your fitness journey is really understanding yourself, and instead of beating yourself up over that, trying to go and add in these healthy habits opposed to removing them, okay? This is going to help you be more successful. So I don't want you to go and instantly say, I'm removing all sugar, I'm removing everything that's unhealthy that I've been doing for years and years, or even just for the last month of the holiday season. No. I instead want you to say, how can I add in healthier habits? It's easier to adopt a habit that you're adding than to remove a bad one, okay? So for instance, it might seem counterintuitive, but if you're not eating 3 meals a day or frequent amounts of meals and you find yourself starving and binging, add in that. Make sure you're aware, have I ate this morning? Have I ate food before my coffee? Have I meal prepped a healthy lunch? Start adding those habits in, remove the bad later. Now, to correlate with this, instead of saying, oh, I want a sweet treat, I'm craving it, but I have to neglect it because I'm not going to get skinny because if I eat sugar, it's gonna make me fat, whatever. Don't think like that, girl. Number one, really stop and think, do I really need this? Like, there's a difference between really, really craving something and wanting to give yourself a sweet treat or just a treat in general. If you're at a movie theater, have the popcorn, okay? How many times you really go to the movie theater? Enjoy it, okay? If you're out with your friends, have a cocktail if that's something that you enjoy, but maybe stop and think, am I going to enjoy the vodka soda just as much as the vodka with Sprite? I don't know, Choose the healthier option if the enjoyment levels are the same, and if not, and you're really going to enjoy a burger with fries, for instance, way more than the fresh salmon and Greek salad, then pick the burger. But if you actually really like salmon, pick that too. Really be intuitive, intentional with the choices you are making. If you're out, if you're at home, think, would I get the same level of enjoyment with a healthier alternative? And if the answer is yes, always go for that. You can also do things like, for instance, stop when you're really craving something. Think, what am I actually craving? Are you craving the gummies or are you just craving something sweet? If that is the answer, which most often it is, maybe a smoothie with a little bit of collagen powder as a bonus scooped in there would give you the same amount of enjoyment, would satisfy that craving just as much as sugar would. Now, girl, this action step is so important. Unless you have to do this for whatever health reason, please, please, please do not calorie count. Every time I've calorie counted, it has done horrible things for my mental health. I am the type of person that absolutely cannot do that. I hyperfixate, I feel like crap, and it actually makes me glow down because I'm so overwhelmed. I feel like crap about myself. So instead, if that is you, I want you to go open a notes app, make it like a food log tracker thing, put some cute emojis on it, and instead write down the foods you were eating in a day. Don't track your calories, just be mindful and think, okay, so for breakfast I had avocado toast, for lunch I had a chicken Greek salad, then I had some popcorn and a little bit of chips on the side for a snack, and then for dinner I had tacos, whatever it is. Then doing that, you can essentially see if you are choosing the most healthier options throughout the day or you're leaning towards more unhealthy options. That will give you an insight right away to how your diet really is truly balanced. And with this new glow up plan for these 90 days, I want you to really try to focus on eating 80% healthy. So 20% of the time during the day, have what you want and enjoy it, okay? But the majority of the things on your list should be contributing positively to your health and fitness goals. Now, a hot girl action step I really want you to test out this week is to not drink sodas. Drinking your calories, we all know is bad. Sometimes I say if you want to have a nice Starbucks latte and that is going to make you super happy, have the Starbucks latte, okay? But again, maybe cut down to cream to low-fat milk, just things that aren't going to add any additional value. Just figure out what that is and swap it. But to be honest, there are so many healthier alternatives to soda that I think at this point, there's no sense of even doing it unless it's like a nice treat once a month. You can drink things like Poppy, you can drink things like kombucha, which I love. If you want something fizzy, you can do like a limoncello, LaCroix, whatever that is. Just find a healthier version. There's no sense of pumping your body with all of that sugar. A good rule of thumb that I typically would recommend, and I'm not a dietitian by any means, but it has worked for me, and I have lost over 45 pounds in the last few years, is I start by, before I eat a big meal, drinking a nice glass of water. I listened on some podcasts from someone who's an actual doctor, and they said the person who drinks some water before they eat a meal compared to a person who doesn't is going to end up eating less but feeling the same level of fullness as the person who didn't drink. And girly, go easy on yourself, okay? I am not perfect too. Before I filmed this video on how we can get our waist snatched, we can get healthy, happy, fit for the new year in 90 days, I ate some Pringles and drank a vodka cranberry soda, and then I stopped and said, oh my gosh, can I be filming this video? But the answer is yeah, because you know what? On the Get Up and Glow podcast, we aren't about being like the perfect girl. No, we are realistic girlies. I am working on that with you. So don't feel like crap. And again, going back to what I said earlier, every single video, I want you to comment your progress and you can go and say what you're struggling with too. I am struggling right now. I am spiraling a little bit now. I just went and had holidays and I just drank way too much. I ate way too much. I am addicted to sweets. And this is why I need this video too. I did my research to be able to work on this challenge with you girls because I am right there with you. Now, before we get into our glow up guide checklist, I want to integrate another action step, okay? If you're not already meal prepping, please do it, okay? If you struggle to eat healthy breakfast, prep that. Prep your healthy snacks. Prep your lunch every day before school or work, because the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that people who meal prep are 46% more likely to stick to their healthy eating goals. And did you think I wasn't gonna give you some healthy snack options or ideas? The ones I love are baby carrots and hummus. And hummus is packed full of protein, so if you're lifting weights at the gym, this is great for you. Rice cakes with almond butter and banana slices. A hard-boiled egg with a little dash of paprika. And my favorite, avocado toast. Sprinkled with a little bit of feta cheese and a little bit of chili flakes on top. Now, we have to include the vitamins, the supplements in this part of the video, because would it be a health and fitness type of glow up guide without them? Super quick, if you are not already taking these supplements, consider it. A multivitamin to cover any nutritional gaps. Vitamin D, which is great for your mood, especially during the winter months, and your bone health. And fun fact, did you know that about 40% of people are actually deficient in vitamin D? Omega-3. Not only does this make your hair super shiny, and I find that my nails grow so much longer, but it supports a better brain and heart health. And of course, a good probiotic to support your gut. Now, girl, always research your vitamins, your supplements before taking anything. Go check with your parent or a doctor. And I always recommend just going into ChatGPT, figuring out like whatever your needs are and getting that to give you recommendations for you, because everybody is different in their glow up journey. It's not a one size fits all approach. And I'm here to help you glow up. So I just don't want to say like, stick to what I'm using, because what I'm using might not necessarily work for you. Okay, next chapter. Let's talk about maintaining and creating your workout routine that you are going to be following for the next 90 days. So come April 1st, you can look in that mirror and say, ooh, wow, ooh, I'm looking great. Okay, the basics. I want you to realistically look at your life, look at your schedule, and define the amount of times you can work out and for how long you can work out in a week. Then, I want you to figure out what your goals are. Is it to build muscle and build better arms, build glutes, build a strong core? Is it to train to be able to run a marathon? Is it to be able to run and to weight? Or is it a mix of both? With whatever that is, I want you to go and think about, how do I want to feel? How do I want to look? What is my own personal fitness goals? Now, I will give you my workout routine, but before I do that, I want to give you tips on something that will be way more beneficial than any health and fitness video you could ever watch. Did you know that a study done by Harvard Health found that strength training at least twice a week can reduce fat by 1.4% within just 10 weeks? So this is your sign. When you're about to go and embark on this new fitness plan that I'm about to help you build for yourself and your own personal goals, try and incorporate weightlifting at least twice a week into that. Not only does that help in terms of that study, you burn more calories the more muscle you have. So when you have muscle on you, you can essentially eat more. Now, okay, we've gone to the part of the episode where I am going to give you your challenge for this week. I want you to do these 3 things, focus on them this week, and then keep them up and keep them going for the rest of these 90 days. So by April 1st, when we have made it through this whole series, you can be a better version of you. Number 1, you defined how many times you feel like you can work out and for how long without burning yourself out. You've defined your goals. So go into ChatGPT and say, I want you to act as my personal trainer. This is my current weight. This is, if you have one, my goal weight. These are my fitness, my health goals. Here are the areas that I'm struggling. So add in, I struggle with late night eating. I eat too much sugar and I have a hard time stopping that. Whatever that is, just go and tell it everything. Then I want you to share your current diet. How are you currently eating? And how would you like to eat potentially? Go and tell it, if you have any time constraints, if you have any health problems, etc. Put that all in that chat. Then I want you to tell it how often you can work out and based on your schedule and for how long, and ask it to act as your personal trainer and diet coach. Then I want you to ask it to build you a diet along with snacks within wiggle room added into that, and give you a workout plan that you can follow to help you reach all of those goals that you've just outlined. Now, if I went and shared all of these workout plans that you can do, blah, 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 yeah, that would work, but nothing will work as well as you getting tailored advice for your specific needs. So by teaching you how to utilize ChatGPT for your glow up journey, which we'll be doing in this whole 90-day series, I can guarantee you, girlie, oh my God, you will have grown up better than anything, any video, anything you've ever tried before. Now, once it spits out, whatever it spits out, like your tailored plan, go in and read it. And if you, for instance, if it recommends eating yogurt and you hate yogurt, or if it's recommends you weightlift on a day where you're like, oh, you know, I prefer to weightlift on a Tuesday because it's easier for me to get to the gym right after work, then go tell it that. Revise your plan until you have the ultimate glow up training plan that you can genuinely work on, not only this week until we get to the next video, but for the next 90 days. Now, your next challenge for this week, I want you to choose 3 snacks so you don't get bored and meal prep the same one and be like, oh, this sucks. 3 different snacks that inspire you, have fun, go on Pinterest, go on TikTok, find them out, then meal prep them. So you always have them in hand, and when you're hungry, you can grab them easy and go. Now, the premise of this glow up series is not for you to just do this for a week and then give up with the next episode, okay? It's for you to do this ongoing, because I don't want to just give you 100 different little micro habits all at once. You're not going to be able to keep up, okay? So build these 3 micro habits now, but keep going with all the additional ones I have given you, because by the time you reach the next video, hopefully it will become a relatively easy habit that is just ingrained, a part of you. Your next challenge is to replace your sugary drinks for healthier alternatives. It's not even just cutting out soda and replacing it for like a bubbly or a LaCroix. It's even going and saying, you know, if you love your, I don't know, rum and coke, switch for maybe a gin and soda or gin and tonic, whatever that is. Just find a healthier option that is better for you and be mindful of the calories you're drinking. Did you know that a study found that if you just cut out one can of soda, if you drink a can of soda every day, that saves you about 150 calories, which is the equivalent to 15 pounds over the course of a year. And then your bonus action step, okay? So if those 3 are overwhelming you and you don't want to take on anything else, that is fine. And this one is just a full warning to do at your own risk. I don't want you to calorie count, okay? You are exactly fine as you are right now. This is for the girls who are trying to work on themselves. Again, it's not about perfection, it's about grace. So instead of calorie counting, instead of doing the MyFitnessPal that is just hell, go and start a notes app that is just like you tracking down your food like we've discussed before. Get into the habit of that, and what that will do is really get yourself acquainted with how you're actually eating, because you're probably eating empty calories that you just don't even care about without even knowing about it. Girlie, I do the same. I will be doing this too. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking about starting that 75 hard. Please don't. Truly, don't do that to yourself. Everyone who tries to start the 75 hard ends up finishing, and yeah, the ones that do it and complete it look great, but then they're so miserable, and I've seen so many people quit or reach the end and say, I'm never doing that again. Why put yourself through that? This year is about, yes, working on yourself, yes, building a better you, but you know what? A better you is happy. A better you has fun. You don't have to have a perfect house all the time. You don't have to have the perfect everything. No, okay? So if you want to work on yourself a little bit more, if you're just itching for those extra bit of goals, I'm going to share with you, I like to call my Get Up and Glow Challenge. I am doing these little micro habits every single day, not only for the 90 days, but beyond. Number 1, I want you to move your body for 30 minutes a day. You don't need to do 2 45-minute workouts. What is that? Who actually has the time for that? Workout, this could be weightlifting, it could be running, or it could literally just be stretching, going for a walk, whatever feels good to you. Read for 10 minutes every single day. Drink 3 liters of water, which is the equivalent to about 4 Stanleys. If you have an LED light mask, use that every single day. or some type of skincare device like a gosha, something that is going just to help you to snatch up your jaw or make your face look amazing. Practice mindfulness. This could be a 5-minute YouTube tutorial for a yoga session. This could be a guided meditation, whatever. I want you to journal for 5 minutes every day. You don't have that 5-minute journal, don't spend the $40 on it, okay? Well, whip out your notes app or a dollar store journal, write down 3 things you're grateful for in the morning, okay? And 1 thing that is your intention for the day. Then at the end of the day, go review that intention for the day, review it, say, oh, did I hit it, why not, etc., whatever, and just journal about how your day went, okay? Just do it for a minute. Write down the things that you ended up liking about the day, your ins and outs, what went great, what went terrible, whatever it may be. Just get into the mindset or the habit of journaling just so you start your day and end your day with intention. If you have made it to this point in the episode, you are an OG. You care a lot about yourself. So let me give you a little secret, okay? Regardless of where you're listening, I have a unfiltered episode on Spotify, okay? So if you're on YouTube, you can still go into Spotify. You'll see it as a little locked emoji or a little icon next to these episodes. They're called unfiltered in like all caps. What are those, you ask? Well, bonus episodes, you get 2 a month for the price of less than a Starbucks coffee. It's $2.99 Canadian dollars. And it gives you extra help in terms of how you can really glow up, improve yourself. You get to go and ask me questions in each episode that you want me to respond to in terms of giving you personal help or topic ideas that you want me to be able to talk about in the next episode. And you get all of that in an unfiltered way. It's FaceTime energy. It's not edited. Sometimes say things I probably shouldn't on that podcast. Just very like bestie energy, even more so than this podcast. I know you're like, how could that be? I don't know, girl. You're gonna have to see it for yourself. So if that's something you're into, girly, you can go onto Spotify, click on any of the things that say unfiltered, and just go. Spotify will just like prompt you to guide you through that process. And if you do, let me know, because that would mean a lot to me. Girl, don't forget that your health and fitness goals, your goals in general, are all about small, consistent changes. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to just completely rebrand your entire life in the first month of 2025. It is not going to happen, and that is okay. That is not what this new year is about. This new year is about setting intentions for yourself, knowing what you want to work on, and doing it slowly so you can sustain that. You can sustain your glow up and be the hottest version of you and stay hot until that ball drops in 2026. I am so proud of you, in case someone has not told you today. I hope you have an amazing year. I cannot wait to embark on this new series with you. And until next time, now you have all of the hot girl action steps that you can start today to make your 2025 hotter, happier, and healthier. The only question left is, are you ready to get up and glow?